Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Minister Rabbitte has described CH09, which covers Dublin West, as the most challenging of all areas when it comes to progressing disabilities reform. The CDNT team in my area, the Children's Disability Network team, either can't give timeframes as to when a child is going to be seen, or that it could take up to 3 years. In October, she advised me there were 96 posts to fill across CH09, specifically in speech language therapy, occupational therapy and psychology. And that has improved from about 50% of the posts filled to 74%. But just this week I checked Dublin West. In Blanche CDNT, 23% of the whole-time equivalent positions are unfilled. Blakestown, it's 44%, and in Cabra, it's 48%. And we need 29 whole-time equivalents. And I don't need to tell you about the impact that that has on families and also on schools. And we saw that in reports yesterday from the National Principals Forum about their lack of confidence in the NCSE in relation to children with additional education needs, but that there are periods where there's no special education needs officers, CNOs or NEPs psychologists appointed to their schools. And we've seen the delay in the reinstatement of therapies into special schools as well, because the CDNTs are overwhelmed. And we know that we are throwing money at this, but when the people aren't there and that are qualified, we have another problem. And also you have people who don't want to work for the HSE. Now, the Minister Harris has said, and I commend him on his vision on how we transform third level, that he's blowing up the pathways for learners. That gives them better opportunities and it can address skills shortages, and he's putting a working group and a hub and new courses behind that. But therapies absolutely have to be part of that, and also finding your purpose shouldn't be based on points alone. And think of all the parents or the people out there that have lived experience or in later in life have the vocation to work in these areas, and also the courses that they could transfer from that would have some foundational experience as well. And I will also talk about psychologists, if I can. When it comes to psychology, 28% of those posts are unfilled in CDNTs. And the Psychology Society of Ireland tell us that we need another 322 psychologists in terms of workforce planning. We need those places, and he's delivering them in medicine, but we need them across clinical, counselling and educational psychology, and we have to address the inequity in the funding in those areas as well.
Thank you very much, Senator Currie and Senator Carrick. Minister.